Okay, this episode is about the wildlife out in the Coconino National Forest. They they allow the ranchers to release their cows out here for pasturing, so they're free grazing out here. I did an episode last year when I was here about a bull. He used to come up onto my campsite and drink water constantly. Yeah. The other thing that's happened so far in the last few weeks out here in the Coconino near Flagstaff, one of the campers told me he saw a bear. And they call them black bears, but out here they're actually like a brown color. They're a hybrid black bear. Basically, back in the late 1800s, the grizzly bears used to come here down into Arizona and New Mexico, and they would breed with the black bear. So they're actually brown colored. And that's that unusual hybrid black bear. Okay. So one of those was sighted. This is June, middle of June, and the other thing, just 2 days ago, I saw a game warden, fishing game warden out here, and a helicopter and a plane was flying in circles, and so I stopped and asked him, what was going on, and he said there was a gray wolf that went off of their preserve area, protected area for the gray wolves. They're Mexican gray wolves. So they also come through here, and that was just a couple days ago. I wouldn't worry too much unless you got animals, pets and stuff, but or if you see a pack of them, you definitely got to be real careful. Even if, as a person, you got to be real careful. They get very bold when they're in packs. So, and there's also deer out here. I see deer going through. There's squirrel, chipmunks, stuff like that. But it's not a very habitable place for most animals other than the cows, because there's plenty of grass for the cows to eat, and they can survive without water. Just they get their water out of the grass they're eating. But all the other animals are pretty much just going to come right through here because there's no food for them, because there's no lakes, there's no streams, no water. And very little food, except for like squirrels and chipmunks can survive. So anyway, I just thought I'd do a little episode about some of the wildlife you can experience out here, though it's few and far between. The animals, typically the bear, the wolf, deer and stuff, they're just traveling through. There's no water for them. And there's almost no food sources out here for animals like that. So, anyway, so you might be interested in, some of the wildlife that you can experience. There's a lot of cattle out here. You're certainly going to see plenty of those. Like I say, if you look at my past video, it's called The Friendly Bull. I did it here at this exact campsite last year. And I'd put out a basin of water for him, and he literally, I had him so trained, he would drink right out of my hand if I was holding the bowl of water. And he was huge, 600, 800 pounds. Typically, I would just put the bowl down, and he'd come right up and just start drinking out of it. Unfortunately, like I say, there's no water unless the ranchers come out here and they fill in. There's a couple little little like depressions in the ground where where they can drop off water for the cows and stuff. But right now, with this drought, there is no water in any of the ponds out here, so they're very thirsty. Okay, so that's this episode. Hope you found it useful in some way. This is Eagle Eric, signing off.